Welcome to Korean Cinema Channel. Today I would like to send you the following news. The sudden explosion of Fang Sha is not an accident, it is a precise hit on the current emotional pressure points of the short drama market. In a landscape flooded with look-alike CEOs and recycled romance templates, this drama dares to go wild, chaotic, and unapologetically unhinged, and strangely enough, that is exactly why audiences can't stop watching. Viewers quickly realized that Fang Sha is not trying to be elegant or profound. Instead, it leans fully into a high-density dopamine mode. The plot stacks tropes like building blocks, book transmigration strategies, cannon fodder rebellion, white moonlight substitutes, revenge exes, and wife-chasing crematorium arcs, all compressed into a relentless rhythm. Logic takes a backseat, but emotional stimulation never pauses. Episodes end on cliffhangers that feel almost aggressive, forcing viewers to click next without thinking. As many comments put it bluntly, it's insane, but I'm addicted. Wang Haozhen's performance is a major reason this madness works. By stepping away from his signature gentle domineering CEO, he risks breaking audience comfort, but the gamble pays off. His dark, obsessive, slyly sick antagonist is unsettling yet strangely hilarious. He begins as a manipulative puppet master, eyes cold and smile dangerous, but slowly spirals into a confused, love-brained mess manipulated by the female lead. The contrast between his threatening aura and emotional collapse creates a rare blend of menace and comedy. Viewers are fascinated not because he is perfect, but because he is beautifully unstable. Wang Haozhen, on the other hand, delivers a breakthrough that reshapes her screen image. Her double role allows her to flex impressive range, one moment playing a submissive, almost pitiful wife who lowers herself to survive, the next transforming into a sharp, rational woman laser-focused on her own comeback. The speed of her emotional switches feels clean and controlled, never exaggerated. This sharp contrast turns what could have been a confusing gimmick into a highlight, with audiences praising her as finally finding the right genre for her face and energy. More importantly, Fang Sha reflects a deeper shift in audience taste. Today's short drama viewers are not necessarily chasing realism, they want emotional efficiency. They crave stories that move fast, hit hard, and provide immediate catharsis. In this sense, Fang Sha is brutally honest about what it offers: chaos, stimulation, reversal, and fun. It does not pretend to elevate morals or teach lessons, and that transparency makes it strangely refreshing. The drama's opening heat score of 15,000 on Tencent Video signals something even bigger. It suggests that the short drama market is no longer ruled by a single formula. Viewers are willing to embrace riskier narratives, morally gray characters, and even crazy storytelling, as long as it feels intentional and entertaining. Wang Haozhen and Wang Haozhen's pairing succeeds not because they play safe, but because they lean into excess in the end. Fang Sha may not be a perfect drama, but it understands one crucial truth of the current market: when audiences are exhausted by predictability, sometimes the most powerful move is to go completely off the rails, and do it with confidence. This phenomenon also raises a deeper question about why audiences are so willing to embrace works like Fang Sha. On the surface, it looks messy, exaggerated, even absurd. But underneath that chaos is a clear emotional logic. Viewers are no longer watching short dramas only for romance, they are watching them for release. In an era where real life feels heavy, uncertain, and very controlled, stories that dare to be wild, extreme, and unapologetically dramatic become a kind of emotional outlet. The chemistry between Wang Haozhen and Wang Haozhen plays a crucial role here. Their second collaboration benefits from a rare sense of trust and familiarity. Because they have already built a performance foundation and joy never fails at dawn, they are able to push boundaries in Fang Sha without hesitation. Small details, how close they stand, how long a gaze lingers, how quickly emotions flip, feel instinctive rather than calculated. This kind of actor level is hard to manufacture and often only appears when two performers truly understand each other's rhythm. What makes Wang Haozhen especially interesting is his refusal to stay in a comfort zone. Many actors find success with one persona and repeat it until audiences grow tired. He does the opposite. By choosing morally ambiguous, even uncomfortable roles, he actively challenges viewer expectations. In Fang Sha, his character is not meant to be admired in a traditional sense. He is obsessive, insecure, and emotionally volatile. Yet instead of pushing audiences away, this complexity pulls them in. People are no longer asking, "Is he a good man?" but rather, "How far will he fall?" That curiosity becomes the hook. Wang Haozhen's evolution mirrors this shift. She is no longer confined to being a passive object of affection. Her character drives the plot, manipulates situations, and controls emotional momentum. This aligns perfectly with a broader trend in short dramas. Female agency is becoming non-negotiable. Audiences want heroines who act, choose, and even deceive, not just endure. In Fang Sha, love is not something she waits for, it is something she uses, questions, and reshapes from an industry perspective. The success of Fang Sha signals that the short drama market is entering a more experimental phase. Viewers have become highly trained. They recognize cliches instantly and grow bored just as fast. To survive, creators must either deepen emotional authenticity or amplify narrative intensity. Fang Sha clearly chooses the latter, and executes it with confidence. However, this path is not without danger. High-concept mashups can easily collapse under their own weight. Without strong performances, fast pacing turns into noise, and shock value becomes empty. Fang Sha avoids this trap largely because its actors anchor the madness with believable emotional responses. No matter how outrageous the situation, the feelings feel real. Ultimately, Fang Sha is less about telling a perfect story and more about capturing a moment in the market. It represents a generation of short dramas that no longer apologize for being too much. As long as actors like Wang Haozhen and Wang Haozhen continue to take risks, and audiences continue to reward bravery over safety, the short drama world will keep evolving, one chaotic hit at a time. Wang Haozhen's ability to stay low-key clearly fails the moment she steps on screen, and that is precisely because of how perfectly she aligns with her role. Her naturally bright, playful, and open presence creates an immediate connection with the character, making every emotional switch feel organic rather than forced. In short dramas, where time is compressed and attention spans are short, this kind of instant credibility is priceless. There is no room for slow build-up or excessive explanation. An actor either convinces the audience within seconds, or loses them entirely. This time, Wang Haozhen did more than convince. She surprised. What truly stands out is how she shattered long-held audience expectations. In the past, some viewers labeled her as suitable only for bitter or restrained roles. Fang Sha completely flips that narrative. She moves effortlessly between softness and sharpness, between emotional vulnerability and calculated control. One moment she appears harmless, even affectionate, the next, she is steering the entire situation with quiet precision. This range not only expands her acting image but also signals a clear upgrade in her career trajectory. She is no longer reacting to the story, she is driving it together. Wang Haozhen and Wang Haozhen prove once again that chemistry cannot be manufactured by marketing alone. Their spark in Fang Sha feels alive because it is rooted in contrast. His character is unstable, obsessive, and emotionally extreme. Hers is alert, adaptive, and strategically calm. When these two energies collide, the result is tension that feels addictive rather than exhausting. Viewers are not just watching a romance unfold, they are watching a power struggle wrapped in humor, desire, and emotional traps. This is also why Fang Sha resonates so strongly in the current short drama landscape. Audiences are no longer satisfied with simple sweetness. They crave stimulation, unpredictability, and characters who feel slightly dangerous. The appeal lies in uncertainty: who is really in control, who will fall first, and who might get hurt along the way. By combining light comedy with psychological undertones, Fang Sha. Thank you for watching my channel. See you in the next videos. Thanks.